ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। Okay. यो विजानाति सकलम 36.
Ramesh ji, Rema ji, you can do.
Yes,
Huh?
Guruji.
Oh, Preman.
Did you call me?
Yeah, Prema ji, you can do.
All right. Guruji, where are we?
जानाति सकलम
यो विजानाति सकलम्
जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्तिषु
जाग्रत् स्वप्नसुषुप्तिषु
बुद्धि तद्वृद्धि सद्भावम्
बुद्धि तद्वृत्ति सद्भावम्
अभावमहमित्ययम्
अभावमहमित्ययम्
यः पश्यति स्वयं सर्वम्
यः पश्यति स्वयं सर्वम्
यं न पश्यति कश्चन
यं न पश्यति कश्चन
यश्चेतयति बुद्ध्यादि
यश्चेतयति बुद्ध्यादि
न तद्यं चेतयत्ययम्
न तद्यं चेतयत्ययम्
प्रकृतिविकृतिभिन्नः शुद्धबोधस्वभावः
प्रकृति विकृति शुद्ध बोध स्वभावः
सदसद् इदमशेषं भासयन्निर्विशेषः
सदसद् इदमशेषं भासयन् निर्विशेषः
विलसति परमात्मा
विलसति परमात्मा
जाग्रदादिष्वस्थासु
जाग्रदादिष्यवस्थासु
अहमहमिति साक्षात्
अहमिति साक्षात्
साक्षिरूपेण बुद्धेः
साक्षिरूपेण बुद्धेः
अत्र अनात्मनि अहमिति
अत्र अनात्मनि अहमिति
मतिर्बन्ध येषोऽस्य पुंसः
मतिर्बन्ध एषोऽस्य पुंसः
प्राप्तो ज्ञानात्
प्राप्तो ज्ञानात्
जननमरणक्लेशसम्पातहेतुः
जनन मरण संप्राप्त क्लेश हेतुः
येनैवायं वपुरिदमसत्
येन वायं वपुरिदं. Sorry, Guruji, would you mind repeating?
येनैवायं
येनैवायं
वपुरिदं
वपुरिदम्
असत्
असत्
सत्यमिति
सत्यमिति
आत्मबुद्ध्या
आत्मबुद्ध्या
पुष्यति
पुष्यति
उक्षति
उक्षति
अवति
अवति
विषयैः
विषयैः
तन्तुभिः कोशकृद्वत्
स्तन्तुभिः कोशकृद्वभत्.
Yeah. So in the last class, we transitioned from the section shloka number 34 to 38, abridged version, which was a description of Atma. Kaha asau anatma paramahka Atma. That was a question in shloka number 25 by the student. So that paramahka Atma. Kaha Atma? That was the question. And that was answered in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shlokas, ending with Prakriti Vikriti Bhinnaha Shuddha Bodha Swabhavaha. So, Kaha Asau Anatma was answered before in terms of Shariratrayam, Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram. All of that comes under the category of Anatma. So, that itself must be a big news for the student. All right. Still, the message is incomplete. This is all Anatma, he said. Then what is Atma? That was answered in these recent 4, 5 shlokas. And then last class, we transitioned to the next section, which is the third question answered by the teacher, which happens to be the first question asked by the student, which is Ko Nama Bantaha. So I hope you're keeping track of this. Ko Nama Bantaha is being answered in the next 1 or 2 shlokas. Okay. And so Atra Anatmani Ahamiti Matihi Bandaha. So Bandaha is explained already in that first half of the first quarter of this mantra. Okay. Atra. Atra. Atra means in this context, in the context of what you have asked and in the context of what I have explained. I have explained to you what Atma is and I have explained to you what Anatma is. Now, based on that understanding, Atra Anatmani Atra Anatmani. Okay. Atra Anatmani. Anatmani means in Anatma. In. In Anatma means what? In that Stula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram, which is how I explained Anatma to you. Atra Anatmani. Aham iti mati. Aham iti mati. We saw that. This idea that is what I am. I am the body. Let's leave it at that. I am the body. Includes everything. For now, I am the body. That's the best. That is the enough. Means I am as good as the body. Whatever the body is, I am. And I am nothing else other than the body. Body, mind also included, everything. This whole complex. This is who I am. That is the idea. That matihi, that idea, that conclusion is bandhaha. Is bandhaha. That's it. You can put a full comma there, semicolon there. That sentence is complete. We saw all this last time. So I explained to you Anatma, then I explained to you Atma, then considering this anatma to be atma is called bondage. Can you believe the analysis that's going on here? Okay. Does anybody talk, do any Vishishtadvaitis talk like this? How beautiful it is. How can we miss something like this? At least analyze it and then think about it and at least give some credit to all these things and then move on, right? So, yeshaha asya pumsaha. That mistaken conclusion for this person, asya pumsaha. Pumsaha means manushasya, for the human being, not for the animal. Because animal has no kartritvam. Animal has no sense of, there is no depressed dog or cat. Not possible. It's not there. Even though in the West they will try to discover depression and make you depressed that your dog is depressed and all. They will do all these games they will play. And to get some business out of you, you just write it off. That's not correct. Hey, the dog cannot be depressed because you see, you walk in the street in India, you'll see a lot of dogs walking, and suddenly you'll find a dog that is limping. The leg, left front leg is she got hurt somewhere, and so it is simply limping. And it looks at you like this. Guess what? It has no idea. Look at my state. You guys are walking around like this. You're not even paying attention to me. Look at all the other dogs running around, playing, barking, everything. No such idea is there. Nobody's taking care of me. Look at my fate. No such idea is there. How do you know? Did you interview all these dogs? Guruji, how confidently you're saying all these things. It looks as though you're not even a, what do you call that? The zoologist, what do you call the animal people? Zoologist, I think. Yeah. So you're not even anywhere close to being a zoologist. How can you talk like this? Hey, this is not rocket science. Our acharyas have looked at all these things and written these things down. And if, let's just put an if the dog were to be depressed, then it must be given the ability to address the depression also. Just think differently. If there's a problem, I must be given the ability to solve that problem, to some extent at least. To some extent. And it is not there at all. The dogs aren't getting together and say we need to form an association of depressed dogs. ADD. ADD, not attention deficiency disorder ADD. I'm talking about association of depressed dogs ADD. Okay, different. It just came to me. Sorry, I didn't make it up. Just came like that. So, so we don't see any such thing. Neither is the dog, this thing, prodding the master, owner, whatever, and saying, you know what, all the other dogs want to form this association. Can you help me, please? I need your help. You people are good at this stuff. Because you people have formed things like association of bald men and this and that. So we should be able to do all this. So that is why this is only for the human being. Pumsaha, manushyasya, he says, Shankaracharya. And bandhaha is defined in this manner. And how did that come about? Ajnanat praptaha. It is coming from the ajnana. And what is that ajnanam? Well, not knowing what is what, not knowing what is atma, not knowing what is anatma, and making a mistake, superimposing one on the other. That is how it has come about, which he will talk later also. Because later he is asking another question. Kathamesha agataha. How did this bondage come about? He will say. So some reference to this ajnanam will be there also later. And then we saw Janana Marana Klesha Sampata Hetuhu. Okay. What is the order? How is the order? My superimposition of Atma on this finite Anatma body is the cause for what is called bondage, Bandha. And that bandha is now the cause for hetuhu, for all the series of problems we experience in life. Janana Marana Klesha Sampata Hetuhu. This also we saw last time. So I don't want to repeat that. So I'm looking at where should I resume from. Sampata hetuhu. Yenaiva ayam vapuhu idam asa. A lot of words are there here. Yena is one word. Eva is the next word. And then ayam is the third word. So enaivayam. So the three words are stuck there. So you can split it. Yena, by which, eva, by which alone, I am. I am. I am. I am means this. I am means he, actually, he. He. Referring to what? That puman, pumsaha in the previous sentence. Manushyaha. So I am purushaha. So I am within brackets, you can say purusha. That person. This person who's being described in the previous sentence, I am. Okay. I am can't be vapuhu because vapuhu means shariram, Idam vapuhu. This body. This body. Vapuhu. Shariram. Satyamiti. Satyamiti. This person considers this body. Consider is absent. That word is not there in this shloka. You have to put within brackets something like manyate or manute. Manyate means thinks, takes, believes. Believes that this body is me. That is Satyamiti manyate. Manyate. That is the first, Swamiji says, that is the first wrong conclusion. Paramartha, first wrong conclusion. This body is Satyam. Wait, that is not fair. That's why is it wrong, by the way? Why is it wrong? Because Shankara says right here, Asat idam asat satyamiti manyate. Hey, this body is asat. Now we have to interpret these words asat and sat. One way they translate this word asat is unreal. This unreal body is taken to be real. If you talk like this, it's actually a bit dangerous. You know why it is dangerous? Because what do you mean this body is unreal? Are you talking with a real body or unreal body? I'm talking with a real body. Is this body your student? I am your student. Is this body unreal or real? Only real body can listen to another real person, right? It's all real only. And you're telling asat. I can't accept that. So much is going on. Everything is real. How can you say it is asat? Prevention is better than cure. Is it real advice or not? No, it's a real advice. Okay, real advice is for whom? Unreal person? Real advice is for a real person only. Or real advice for unreal person? No, it's not correct. Real advice is there. So, health is wealth. All these statements we have, health is wealth. Is it good or not? Is it real? Yeah, it's real advice. It's meant for a real person, not for an unreal person. What is it? They get up, something they say. Early to rise, early to sleep, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. Something like that I used to remember. Okay, is this real advice? Good advice? Real advice? Yeah, it is real advice. For whom? For a real person only. Living person, real person. So, eat to live. Do not live to eat. It's actually very good advice. It's very good. We have to keep on telling ourselves what is the purpose of my living? Am I here to eat or what? So, real advice, good advice, solid advice. Okay, for what? A liquid person? Solid advice for a gaseous person? No. Very much solid, real person only it is. So, body is real. So, like that, you're, what do you mean by saying idam asat satyam iti manyate? Hey, that is why We have to. Asat here means this unreal, real words, these words you have to just let go. Because real, unreal, there are only two possibilities in English. But in Sanskrit, we've seen it before. We've seen the three realities. Because we know the Paramarthika Satyam, we want to approach the Paramarthika Satyam, and therefore we have now said, okay, the dream world is quote unquote, don't say unreal, say Pratibhasikam. You can't say dream world also is unreal. Means what? Unreal means what? It was there. It was very much real when I was dreaming. And there is so much research going on with the dream. Are they researching the unreal dream or what? Real dream only they are researching. Therefore, this real word you let go. Pratibhasikam. It is a projected reality. Projected reality. Then what? There is a Vyavaharikam. Vyavaharika Satyam. Okay, Vyavaharika Satyam. That is what this Asat is. Vyavaharika Satyam. Okay. And the Satyam that is used here is, Asat. That Asat is Vyavaharika Satyam. I hope I have to take back what I said. First one is Pratibhasika Satyam. Then this body is Vyavaharika Satyam. Transactionally real. Empirically real. They use these words in English. Means it is real, it's available for transaction, but there is a reality that is more sustaining than this transactional reality. What is that reality? That is the Satyam that is used here. That is a Paramarthika Satyam, that which does not change at all. That is the reality of the entire universe, not just this body also. That is what we are driving towards. And so, carefully, we have to look. Asat means mithya. Idam mithya satyamiti manyate. He takes mithya to be satyam. He takes the pot to be satyam. Instead of saying, no, pot is mithya, it is a form, nama rupa only. The satyam of this object is clay, it is not pot. But in the body, I'm not able to see as clearly as this pot. Pot clay I can understand. But this body, what is clay? Well, the equivalent of clay for this body. That is what we are after. This example is good. I like the pot example. And the clay is the one that always is, always was, always is, and always will be. Okay. Pot comes and goes. And so what comes and goes, asat satyamiti manyate. Okay, very simple statement it is. First mistake, Swamiji says, he makes this first mistake. And yena means what? By which this person takes the asat mithya body to be real body. Absolutely real. If you want to use English, you have to say absolutely real. Correct? Paramarthikam is absolutely real. Yena, by which? By which means by what? Bandhena. Bandaha, that word. Bandhe. Yena bandhena. By which bondage this guy now takes the temporarily real to be permanently real. If I know everything as temporarily real, you know what? That is liberation. I will not give too much weightage. I will use things for what they are and then let go. I'll be easy for me to let go. Of course, it is temporal. It's sad that the car got stolen. It is sad, yeah. But anything that is there, anything can happen. It can be lost. So many ways of getting lost, and this is one of the ways in which things get lost. What to do? It's hard to accept, but why is it very hard to accept? It is extremely hard to accept because bandha is too much. That satya buddhi is too much in asat. Correct? Asati satya buddhi. Okay, all right. So this is the first mistake. What is the first mistake? Taking something that is mithya to be satyam is the first mistake. Then the second mistake, after the iti, you put a semicolon, then atma buddhya. Atma buddhya means what? Atma buddhya. Okay. Taking the body to be absolutely real is one thing, but then I am that body. That is called Atma Buddhya. Two steps. He's doing it in two steps. First, taking the body to be absolutely real, then taking that mistaken, absolutely real, quote unquote, absolutely real body to be myself. Atma Buddhi. Atma Buddhi means the idea that that is me. That is Atma. That is Atma. Atma Buddhya. In dream also what happened? In dream what happened? The whole world was there, a dream world was there, and I was also there in my dream world. And I took that little body in the dream. What little? Who am I to say little or big? Huh? The dream world is a real world. With real me was there, real people was there. Real mountain is there. What little mountain? You go into the dream and say, oh, that's a little mini mountain. It's not mini mountain. It's a massive mountain. As massive as it is right now. So everything is exactly as it is in this waking world. And I was there and I took myself as real only. That is why I suffer or I enjoy in a dream also. Now, I wake up and say the dream is unreal. Dream was, it is a dream. I just brush it off like that. Now, what is the difference between that dream world and this so-called real world? Suppose we ask this question. Okay. Well, it is not that difficult. It's fairly obvious. What is obvious? The obvious part is that this dream world is purely created by me. You did not. You were not part of the creation of that my dream world. I am the only creator of this dream world. And therefore, not only that all the other people did not create it, but other people also don't know my dream world. They don't perceive my dream world. It is purely personal. That's one big difference. There is another difference. The other difference is what? Of course, this waking world, this world keeps on continuing day after day after day after day after day. Okay, the same body continues, the same people continue, the same house is there, houses are there, the same planet is there, everything is same only. Whereas in the dream world is gone. After that fraction of a second or minutes or hours, it's gone. Completely gone, we start afresh the next night. Afresh. Okay. All right. That is one difference. Another difference. Third difference is Third difference is also obvious. What is the third difference? A. The dream world I created. I am the creator of my dream world. But this empirical world that you and I encounter is not created by me. Okay, they're all obvious, but we have to say these things. Not created by me. Then what? Well, we say Ishvara's creation it is. Bhagavan's creation. All right, that is that I can accept. Dream I created. I am responsible for my dream. Nobody else is responsible. Even Bhagavan says, don't pull me into your dream. Everything is Bhagavan, no doubt. Everything is part of the law and order. But no, I don't know. This is personal, very too personal it is. Take me out of this. We say it is Jiva Srishti and everything else is Ishvara Srishti. Okay. And so why I said this? Well, I said this because just like I can appreciate that the dream world is a projection, what is the guarantee that in this so-called real world that you and I are encountering, this real world also could be some type of projection? Why don't you take that into account? How do you know it's all absolutely real? Hey, when there is Atma, there is Ajo Nitya Shashvatoyam Puranaha, Bhagavan is talking. So many Shastras are talking. There is something absolutely real. Then I must ask the question, then tell me more about this reality that I have considered to be Absolutely real. Atmani, Anatma Buddhi, Asati, Satya Buddhi. I should ask. Therefore, that is also a projection. We say that is Ishvara's projection also. Maya. That is where Maya is invoked. Okay. And Maya makes me take this mithya as Satyam. Appreciating mithya itself is a big step in Vedanta. Very big step. Okay. And so, second mistake is what? Atma Buddhya. First mistake is taking the body to be absolutely real. Second mistake, that absolutely real body is me. Second mistake. Atma Buddhya. Okay. So one mistake, then a projection on that mistake. Okay. So that's where we are progressing here. Then what happens? Then all the drama starts now. All the drama starts. And then he's going to say, Pushyati, Ukshati, Avati, Vishayaihi. Now all drama starts. So whether I'm happy or sad, if somebody asks, suddenly it come and ask you, with out of the blue, are you happy or are you sad? What will you say? What will you say? No, things are okay. Things are all right. You can't say, no, things are all right. That also you can't say. Confidently, can you say, I'm very happy? You can't say that also. I'm very sad also, you can't say because you don't look that sad also. So this guy, all the entire drama starts. Entire drama starts. And we can keep explaining this drama. And this is Swami, Puja Swamiji says, very this guy is happy. Suddenly he talks and then he'll start crying also because some past memory has come and he cries. Like this, he's just up and down. You can't figure out what happens, what will happen to this guy. We don't know at any given time because some past memory has come, good or bad memories, whatever. And so constantly subject to moods. This is where moods are coming from. Vasana. If a human being will not know at any given time in any given day what will be the state of that person. Moody guy. And that's why Puja Swamiji says this guy is moody and that's why we call him Moodaha. Moodaha. In Sanskrit, Moodaha. Why? Because he's moody. Moodaha. Really speaking, Moodaha means come from Muhdatu, deluded, confused guy. But so Moodaha. Happy, sad. And Paramarthanandaji says this. Some people give happiness whenever they come. Whenever they come, sorry, I should not. I have some people give happiness wherever they go. Some people give happiness whenever they go. Okay, that is also there. Anyway, these are all by the way things. But by the way, it is not by the way also. It is by the way means this is what we are analyzing. We have to laugh at ourselves. That's why we are telling all these things. So Atma Buddhya, having done that, then what happens? Pushyati. Then I have to respond to this. I have to respond because if body is real, and you know what? I don't like disease. I don't like old age. I don't like wrinkles. I don't like so many things I don't like. I have to protect this body. I have to take care of this body. There's no choice also. Pushyati. Push. Pushnati. Pushyati. Okay. Pushyati means nourishes. Nourishes. Nourishes the body, it seems. Just like we put fertilizer and water and other things for our plants and trees and all that. Like that, pushyati. Okay, ayam pushyati protects the body. I mean, nourishes the body. Because protects is coming later. Avati is coming later. I don't want to use the word protect. Nourishes. Ukshati. Shakracharya is amazing. Look, let's take it slowly. Pushyati, nourishes. Nourishes with all the foods and all we eat and so on and so forth. We are careful about doing what we are. And despite being careful, because some people come and suddenly say, oh my God, this is processed food, you should not take it. Processed food? What do you mean by processed food? Now, a big lecture has to happen. Processed means what? Where will they start from? Processed food. As though you're not processing in your kitchen. Everything is a process only. Then you have to say, oh my God, all this is bleached and this is that and that is this is not whole wheat. This is what kind of wheat? Then how many types of wheat are there? I thought wheat is wheat. No, that's a hundred whole wheat, not just whole wheat, 100% whole wheat it seems. Now I have to figure out what is the difference between whole wheat and 100% whole wheat. So this is endless it is. No, these days, when I look for the bread, it is just 10, 15 variety. I thought America is a land of confusion, but India has become a land of confusion. Because from white bread is there, the sandwich bread is there, some other bread is there. I'm not able to remember all this. Then slowly the wheat will come. It'll take some time before the wheat comes. And then wheat bread. Then 100% wheat bread is there. And then you wonder, what is this? You can read the ingredients as much as you want. What will you get out of it?
Multi-grain bread is also there.
Multigrain. Oh, don't forget multigrain. Oh, very good for you. Many grains that you don't have not heard. You won't cook all those grains in your house. You better buy multigrain bread, okay? And then you eat multigrain bread, then your stomach will start saying grrr and all that. Over, gone. That multigrain idea is gone. You thought you hit a jackpot. Gone. And once I asked this man, what is the difference between whole wheat and 100% whole wheat at Nilgiri's store? He was honest. Sir, எனக்கு தெரியாது sir. He was very honest. I asked him some other question. They have something called jaggery powder and then brown sugar. This is another racket. I think there's a racket underneath it. So I asked him, what is the difference between these two? Because I myself was a little confused. I think they take white sugar and mix some this molasses and all into this white sugar and call it brown sugar. This is what it is. Yeah, Shanti is raising her hand.
Guruji, my uncle is he's from that Nammalwar, that Pasumai, the organic. Okay, he's put up in Satyamangalam. He says, stop eating sugar. They are actually confusing us, saying it is organic sugar, that Natu Chakare. Even that he says you should not eat. Better don't eat sweet, that your body doesn't require sugar at all. Don't buy any of the organic shops are really, if you don't know about the genuinity, it is really they are faking the business. That's what he says.
Good advice. Good advice. So we need people advisors like that. And so Pushyati. That's what Shankara is saying. Everything Shanti said, Shankara is
It is the Himalayan pink salt.
Himalayan pink salt. My God. Salt, you go there, it is one whole 20 varieties of salt are there. Those days we could just go buy salt and come. Now you can't. Now it is like you think you're making some kind of mistake. And what
Rock
happens?
salt. Rock salt is there.
So Pushyati, look at this. Pushyati. You have no choice. You can't just walk away also, just like that. Okay. And so Pushyati nourishes. So many ways just going on. Not just food, other things also nourishing. What is the other thing? Ukshati. Shankaracharya. Ukshati, you know what it means? Sinchati. Sinchati means spraying. Sprays. Spray. Sprays. Now you know where he has gone. Shankaracharya, where he has gone. He's gone to that aisle in the department store which has all shampoos and soaps and lotions and all those things. And you come to this side, it goes on and on. I'm looking for some basic soap. And you come, everything except soap only is visible to me. And I have to ask her, where is soap? Oh, you come to the wrong aisle. You have to go to that next one. Oh, next one. Next one you go and soap starts. Soap, 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 soap. And then all you want some hammam soap or something. The old-fashioned people, they take hammam soap. And so, and it's that green cover I'm looking for. All kaleidoscope is there. And it's so going to be hard to figure it out. If you got it in a fraction of a second, you are blessed. Your karma is working in your favor. And so, Ukshati. Ukshati means spray. Spray. So I think perfumes and all must have been there 2500 years ago. This is the evidence. This is the evidence. There's something spraying is there. Rose water is there. Those days they used to use rose water and rose water. I remember when I was growing up, somebody said, "Oh, these actors and actresses take bath in rose water." Like that, I heard a statement. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what rose water was. Nothing I knew, but some statement like that comes to my mind. Anyway, it's supposed to be good for your skin and all, it seems. So, Ukshati, shampoo and all. You know the amount of chemicals that is out there in all these bottles? It seems, I remember I read long ago, some 20 years ago, I read they they took samples from a person's hair and body, just took samples. They have a way of doing all these things. So they took samples, they found some hundreds of chemicals, some 300, 400 chemicals are there, and chemicals, some of which are known, some of which are not yet known. That also, that means what, they are mixing things that nobody knows what they're mixing. Just because ingredients are there, don't think that's what that is there. There is so many other things are there. And this they looked at these teenage girls. Okay, they have more than a dozen hormone impacting chemicals. Okay, like parabens and phthalates, all these things are there. Okay, I don't know all the chemicals, but there are triclosan, all these things are there. The hormone, they impact the hormone, and that is why you find all this early growth and things like that. Okay, and so all this is happening. But that's the negative side effects, but that's not what he's referring to. Sorry, he's not, don't think he's referring to that. Ukshati, that's all you should take. Later on, he's going to say what this does. This trap he's going to ask, he'll mention later. But Ukshati means praise. Applies lotion. Why should you apply lotion? Hey, dry skin is there. What do you do with dry skin? You have to do something. Dandruff is there. You have to do something. Otherwise, because you've seen too many ads where the guy comes in a black suit and then the camera just zooms into this shoulder and then there is some 3 or 4 rand of white particles are there. That's it, over. You saw that and then you became self-conscious. No? You have no choice. You have no choice at all. You have to apply dandruff shampoo. That is it, period. So, Ukshati. No, only during shower you apply. No. After shower also you have to keep on spraying all kinds of stuff. That is what he's saying here. He is using the word. The meaning of ukshati is sinchati. Sinchati, you know what? When we learned Sanskrit, the sinchati word that in our Sanskrit book, there is a gardener who is spraying water on the plants, and they say sinchati like that. Then that means spraying. That comes to my mind. Anyway, and so this Pushnati, Pushyati and all is there. All insurance onwards, health insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, fire insurance, business insurance, malpractice insurance. I'm sure there are a lot more insurances. Okay, this is minimum. Minimum. All that is for our protection only. What else it is for whose protection? And so all that you put under Pushyati. Ukshati, sprays. Sprays means protects the body, anoints the body with all the things that are needed to make it look good, make it look healthier. And wrinkles. I won't say wrinkles is not healthy. That I have to take back. Wrinkles, nobody has said so far wrinkles are not good for you. Wrinkles are not good for you is our own conclusion. Our own conclusion. And thanks to our conclusion, the cosmetic industry, that anti-wrinkle industry is thriving. 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 And you do all these things, we all do everything, and so the skin looks young, I suppose, smooth and young. So Puja Swamiji says, there's one person, you've covered your wrinkles. You've covered your wrinkles. But one person, you can't cover wrinkles against one person, and that person is you. Only you know how bad your skin is. Because you only decided it is bad, no. So I'm not saying your skin is bad. You only are saying it's not good. So nobody can cover the wrinkles from yourself. And so, wrinkle is not a health hazard. So far, I've not heard that that is a problem. So far, it has not come, I think. Because I've not heard it. So just wear the wrinkles. Puja Swamiji would say, wear it proudly. In India, you'll at least get some respect for your wrinkles. Some people would respect you. They may fall at your feet also, just because you have wrinkles. Okay. And so, anyway, so now what he's saying, pushyati, ukshati, and then avati. Avati word we know very well. We know well. Avati. Sahana, avatu, avatu. That same avatu here is avati. Protects. In many ways, protects the body also. And and he's saying, look at this. Avati protects the body. Obviously, we have to protect the body. And why do you protect the body? What do you mean? Why do you protect the body? I have taken the anatmani, asat, the body that is asat. Mistakenly, I have taken it as sat. Asat itself means that which changes. Okay, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, everything is there. But that is in front of my eyes. I can't simply allow myself to suffer. So I have to protect it. No choice. Avati. By what? Vishayaihi. By various things that are available to us. Vishayaihi. Okay, by lotions and shampoos. Ityarthaha. And organic food and alfalfa and all that you add, a whole big list is there. And organic food, quote unquote organic food also. Vishayaihi. Then he is giving an example. Koshakridvat. Koshakridvat. This koshakrit. Kosha here literally means cover. Earlier we said kosha is a mistake, locus of a mistake, appearing like a cover. That's here that same word kosha, but literally means cover, covering, an enclosure. Koshakrit, koshaha karoti iti koshakrit. The one who protects itself by putting a cover around itself, referring to a silkworm. Silkworm is called koshakrit in Sanskrit. So koshakrit vat. Vat means like. Koshakrit vat. Sanskrit, it is just one word. Koshakrit vat. Like a silkworm. What do you mean like a silkworm? Tantubihi. Just tantubihi koshakrit avati tadvat. Avati protects. The silkworm thinks it is protecting itself by weaving this silk filament around it, fiber around it. Poor silkworm doesn't know what's awaiting it. If Shankara could say this 2500 years ago, I'm sure silk saris were there 2500 years ago. Just a guess. Historians can do the proof and analysis and all that. This is a data point. They can use this as a data point. They can figure out, is this, if somebody researching the history of silk and this and that, So then here is a data point. If he could give this example. And so, because they say it's very gross to think about all that. And so that silkworm mistakenly protecting itself, not knowing that that body is temporary. For our purposes, that body is temporary. How much ever I protect it, okay, how much ever pushnami and then ukshami and this avati, so avami, how much ever I protect my body, there is a limit to it. I have to understand that it is empirical. So we should not take it as absolutely real. Shariram, the word shariram itself means shiryamana swabhavaha, that which is going to slowly perish away. So better use the body for what it is meant to be used. Shariram kalu dharma sadhanam. Dharma is critical, number one in our life. And Artha and Kama is there. Don't get lost by it. And keep Dharma as number one. Then, of course, in this Shastram, Dharma also is not permanent. And then we have to come to moksha. And so tantu bihi means, tantu means this one, rope, thread, filament, all that is referred to by the word tantu. Tantu bihi means by all these fibers, this silkworm tries to protect itself. That is the idea here. Shankaracharya is saying. And so that is why this Paramarthanandaji says that, Krishna says right in the beginning, hey Arjuna, learn to accept things as they come. You do whatever you can, but don't fight the situation. Don't change what cannot be changed. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkadaha. Protect yourself from cold and heat. Yeah, do it. But don't keep on complaining about it. Why? Because matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkadaha agama apayino nityaha. Hey, these are all agama apayis. They will come and go, and it will create inconvenience to you. The best insulation to inconvenience is to accept it wholeheartedly. Protect yourself and accept it. Then it can't shake you. As far as possible, try to practice it. Like that, he says that in the second chapter, 14th shloka, right up front. Tam stitikshasva bharata, he says. Stitikshasva, may you endure these things. May you endure. Like that, he said. Person who can endure will be unshakable. Okay. So therefore, this Atma Buddhi is also called what? Dehabhimanaha. Atmabhimanaha. Abhimanam we say, no? Abhimanam. So here in Vedanta, that Deha Abhimana means that deeply entrenched notion that the body is me. I must give some freedom. No, I'm actually slightly different than the body. I'm more than the body. That I must allow that message to sink in. Then wonders can happen. Okay. But for this person here, this Atma Buddhya means Deha Abhimanena. Because of that, considering the Asat body to be Sat, absolutely real, this person mistakenly protects. Protects is okay, but lifelong, thinking that somehow I'm going to live long, somehow I'm going to prolong this life. There's no other choice but to prolong the life. Okay, so much is there to be done, and if I lose my life just by obsessing over the body, that's what he's saying, obsessing over the body. Okay, all right. I think we've covered it. Let me give you the translation of the shloka.
Vishaya
Okay.
is Guruji? How Vishaya?
Vishayaihi, by various things, shampoo ityadi, I told you. Lotion ityadi, shampoo, lotion, organic food, all that is Vishaya. By the Vishayas, by things, by numerous things that are available at our disposal, insurance, everything. Everything is Vishaya. Vishayaihi. The smarter you are, the smarter things you will be looking for. Like going to the organic food store only. There's one girl, it's amazing. I told you some time ago. There is one lady here on the street. And if you look at this, she doesn't call it organic food store. It's all funny things she has. And it's all some not marandu, means there is some this traditionally made foods, traditionally made soaps, all that she has. She doesn't call it organic. I asked you, what are you doing? I sell things which are good for my baby. This is what she said. How do you know it's good for your baby? I know it. I do some experiment. I do it. I can figure out. Like that, small store she has, packed with all kinds of things. So I support her by buying a lot of things from there. And that's it's not an organic store. It is some store which is supposed to have natural stuff. Okay. All right. In this context, translating the shloka number 39. In this context, comma, the sense of I within quotes, the sense of I within quotes, that word I is within quotes. The sense of I in the anatma comma, not self, not hyphen self, not self. In the anatma comma, not self, is the bondage for the person. Full stop. Is the bondage for the person. Okay. This is gained due to ignorance. And is the cause for falling into the afflictions of birth and death. Afflictions of birth and death. Afflictions means problems. Falling into the afflictions of birth and death. Full stop. Now, next sentence. Just as a silkworm lays a trap for itself.
Laser.
Trap, T-R-A-P, trap. Lays a trap for itself with the threads, silk threads, you know. The jiva taking this changing body as real, the jiva taking this changing body as real. So here Swamiji is translating the word asat as changing. The jiva taking this changing body as real and as I within quotes, and as I, as real and as I, two problems, right? First wrong conclusion is real. Second wrong conclusion is I, as real and as I, comma, due to ignorance. You know what? That due to ignorance, you can was okay. You can scratch off because it is already there. This is gained due to ignorance was there before. So due to ignorance it should not be here actually. I'm going to. I don't think it appears again in this.
That Yenaiva does not refer to that.
Illa.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, let's leave it there. Due to ignorance. Nourishes it, anoints it, and protects it. Nourishes it, anoints it, and protects it. Protects it. It means what? The body. nourishes it, anoints it, and protects it. Okay, we're going to read this now. In this context, the sense of I in the anatma, not self, is the bondage for the person. This is gained due to ignorance and is a cause for falling into the afflictions of birth and death. Just as a silkworm lays a trap for itself with the threads, the jiva, taking this changing body as real and as I, due to ignorance, nourishes it, anoints it, and protects it. Okay. Okay, we'll read the next shloka.
Guruji, why does it say anoints it?
Ukshati, sprays. I said sprays, no? So Swami is translating it as anoints.
As an
Anoint must have some. So
Anoint
to
means to apply.
To apply. To apply.
To
There is
apply.
a snatanuliptaha, that word is there. Snataha anuliptaha. That's what it means.
Lepanam.
Lepanam. Visheshan
Next shloka.
Ubhayapada Karmadaraya. Example.
Okay, next shloka, number 138. We'll continue the discussion, Hemaji. Okay. 138 shloka number in my book. This shloka begins with Atasmin Tad Buddhihi. It is not there in the abridged, it is in the unabridged version. Please raise your hand if you found that shloka. Atasmin Tad Buddhihi. That's how it starts. Okay, most of you found it. All right. Let's chant this shloka. Found it, Rameshji? Yeah, got it. Atasmin tad buddhi. Atasmin tad buddhihi.
Atasmin tad buddhihi
Prabhavati.
prabhavati
Vimudhasya tamasa.
vimudasya tamasa
Viveka bhavadvai spurati.
viveka bhavadvai spurati
Bhujage rajjudhishana.
bhujage rajjudhishana
Tato narthavrato nipatati.
tato narthavrato nipatati
Samadaaturadhikaha.
samadatur adhikaha
Tato yo sadgrahaha.
tato yo satgrahaha
Sahi bhavati bandhashrunu sakhe.
sahi bhavati bandhashrunu sakhe
Once again. Atasmin tad buddhif prabhavati.
tasmin tad buddhih prabhavati
Vimudhasya tamasa.
vimudhasya tamasa
Viveka bhavadvai spurati.
विवेकाभावाद्वै स्फुरति
Bhujage rajjudhishana.
भुजगे रज्जुधिषणा
Tato navratho nipatati.
ततो नर्थव्रातो निपतति
Samadaaturadhikaha.
समादातुरधिकः
Tato yo sadgrahaha.
ततो यो सद्ग्राहः
Sahi bhavati bandhashrunu sakhe.
स हि भवति बन्धशृणु सखे.
Yeah. Shrunu sakhe. Shrunu sakhe. Listen. Dear friend, listen. He is addressing. Guru is addressing the student as dear friend. Listen. Similar, that projection, taking asat as sat, all that is described here in different words. Okay. That taking asat as sat, the reason I wanted to explain this shloka to you is because of the word atasmin tad buddhihi. This word will come as we study Vedanta, different texts and Shankara Bhashyam and all, this word will come. Atasmin tad buddhihi. Two words are there. Atasmin and then tad buddhihi is there. Okay. Tad buddhihi. Okay, tad buddhihi means what? The knowledge of that, the recognition of that. Tad buddhihi. So if you look at this, you get the idea. What buddhi you get? Tad buddhihi. What is tad buddhihi? Gatha buddhihi. I got Gatha buddhihi just now by looking at this. Okay. By looking at this book, this object, I got what? Pustaka buddhihi. Tad buddhihi, pustaka buddhihi. Tasmin, pustaka buddhihi. Tasmin means what? In this object, pustaka buddhihi. Well, thankfully, good. This is a book and I got book buddhihi. So there's not a mistake. In pustak, I got pustaka buddhihi. Ghate, ghata buddhihi. In pot, I got pot buddhi. Tasmin, tasmin ghate, ghata buddhihi. Tasmin pustake, pustaka buddhihi. All right. Tasmin. Tasmin means in that. In that object, I have that object buddhi. Means what? I recognize the object exactly as it is to be recognized. Correct? Now what is Shankara saying here? Atasmin tad buddhihi. Not tasmin tad buddhihi. Atasmin tad buddhihi. Means what? Means in that object, I am getting the idea of something else. Means it's a mistake. Mistaken recognition. Mistaken idea. A projection is happening. A projection is called atasmin tad buddhihi. It's a beautiful, just matter of fact it is. Matter of fact. Atasmin tad buddhi. That in that I have some other buddhi. Or in that which is not, I get that buddhi. In that which is not a book, I think it is a book. That mistake rarely happens. Rarely happens. He's going to give a mistake that happens. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So atasmin tad buddhihi prabhavati. That's what happens. A mistake happens. For whom? Vimudasya. For this confused guy. Tamasa. Tamasa means ajnanena. By ignorance. There he used the word ignorance. Here he is using the word tamas. Tamasa. Okay. Or tamoguna. You can say tamogunam also is a source of this ignorance, which is what has caused it. The sentence is over. Okay. That is one sentence. By this ignorance, the confused person takes something as something that is not. Take something to be different. That's direct translation. Okay. Then what? Viveka bhava advais purati. Okay. Because of this viveka abhavaha, this clarity is not there. Clarity is not there about what it is, what that object is. Because of that lack of clarity, because now I assumed that object to be something different, then what? Continuing. Spurati. Is now giving an example. Vivekabhadvai. Now the second sentence is starting. Sorry. Second sentence. What happens? Without clarity only, Spurati. I make a mistake. What mistake I make? Bhujage Rajju Dishana. Bhujage. Bhujage. Bhujam Vakram Gachati iti Bhujagaha. Bhujagaha means snake, snake. Bhujagaha. So, Vakram Gachati iti Bhujagaha. Look at Sanskrit. It will tell you, the word itself will tell you the meaning. Vakram Gachati. It keeps going like this. It doesn't go straight at all. Have you ever seen a snake going straight? Sometimes it may. Sometimes it may. It can reduce that oscillation. But otherwise, it goes like this. So that is called Bhujagaha. Bhujam Vakram. Vakragaha. You can say snake is Vakragaha. So Bhujage. In a snake, Rajju Dishana. In a snake, this guy sees a rope. Rajju Dashana is Rajju Buddhihi. Rajju is this one, rope. not snope. In a snake, rope buddhi. Okay, not snope. Snope is a different website. So they do something else. Okay. So bhujage rajju dishana, rajju buddhi. In a snake, this guy has rope buddhi. All along we talk about seeing a snake in a rope. This Shankaracharya is saying, no, I'm going to give you a different example. In a rope, I mean in a snake, seeing a rope. Okay, what happens after that? Tataha, thereafter, anartha vrataha nipatati. Anartha vrataha. Thereafter, what in this example, what happens? Anartha vrataha. All kinds of problems happen. Why? Why do you say so? Just because I see a snake on a rope, I mean a rope on a snake, there will be problem? Yeah. Samadhatukhu adhikaha. Adhikaha anartha vrataha samadhatu. Samadhatu of the person who picks up that rope. Adatuhu. Adanam. Adanam is taking. Taking. Swikaranam. For that person, adatuhu. Shashti vibhakti. For that person, adhikaha anartha vrata. What happens for a guy who picks up the snake, nobody can know. And nobody can know means what we can guess. Unless you are a snake charmer or you are somebody like this, people who come on Animal Planet, they are lifting all kinds of snakes and talking and to animals and all that. That is different. That requires a different mindset. Okay, it looks like the animals don't just play with him. Okay, because they don't sense any fear at all. Okay, and so not that, but samadhatuhu adhikaha anartha vrataha. Anartha vrataha means what you, all the things that you don't want in one big basket, it just comes and falls on this guy. Okay, falls on this guy. Adhikaha. Then next sentence.
What is
Tataha
Purati?
yaha. Huh? Huh?
Purati. Purati.
Spurati means bhavati. Spurati. Spurati means appears because I am not clear, and then a rope appears out of nowhere. Out of nowhere means what? Out of viveka abhavat. Because of lack of clarity, I am projecting a rope where there is a snake. Spurati, spuranam, appearance, shining. A rope shines and I get attracted to the rope. What is the when I see a snake in a rope, then it is called ashobhanadhyasa. It is called an adhyasa, a projection which creates a negative movement. It makes me run away from there. Nivritti. Whereas when I see a rope on a snake, what happens? It makes me go towards it. Pravritti. It's called shobhanadhyasa. Shobhanadhyasa. Okay. All right, that is just technical there. Tataha yaha asadgrahaha sahi bhavati bandaha shrunu sake. In this manner, asadgrahaha. In this manner, taking things to be different than what they are. Taking the so-called unreal, mithya, as a real satyam. Sahi bhavati. That kind of mistake alone is called bandaha. He sake, shrunu. Listen. The same thing I said in the previous shloka, I am saying it differently in case you did not understand what I said in the previous shloka. That is what it is. Okay. So this two reasons I picked up this shloka. Atasmin tad buddhihi, just underline it. That's a very beautiful way of explaining that projection. Okay. And another is this rope snake example in a different way he gives. Snake rope example. Seeing a rope on a snake. We never talk about that, We always talk about seeing a snake on a rope. So that example is there here. And I have to give you the meaning of the shloka, which I'll do in the next class because time's up. Om apadam dataram sarvasampadam लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।